Not long ago, I put out a video on something I call personal context management. And the idea behind it is very simple. The true potential, both of artificial intelligence and your potential, comes from giving AI context that only you can give. The knowledge either in your head or in your files. That changes how this all works because it puts you in a new role as the curator, the designer of your own context. So what happened is a company reached out whose whole product is built around this very same idea. An AI that answers from your knowledge that you have curated. It's called Recall. And to be upfront, this video is sponsored by Recall. So I decided to put it to the test. I gave it to 4 people on my team, and they lived in it and worked in it for 3 weeks on their real-life projects. So let's drop in on their final call and let them walk you through what actually happened.
Okay, so today is the final call about our recall testing. The idea is just for you to share your final experience and give your verdict.
First, Julia. She's our general manager, and she's lived inside one app, Evernote, for more than 10 years. She has thousands of notes, a decade of muscle memory.
So my question or the challenge I've been coming into, can Recall replace Evernote for me as my main note-taking app? So I've really made the decision now that I really want to move away from it. To prove to you that I'm serious about this, I'm going to cancel my subscription. That's it. I've canceled my plan. Okay, this is also a little bit scary, but it is a really great forcing function for me to really make this move. The main feature I always loved about Evernote is its browser extension, the web clipper, which makes it really easy to capture. And Recall's web clipper is great. I want to save this as well, so I'm just going to use the browser extension from Recall to save it. And you can see it's all automatically creating the summary here, which is really cool. Reader lets me just read the article in a stripped down easy format. It's already got the jhana meditation tag, and that all was one click. Well, that was pretty cool. That's great. And there it is. I also like that in Recall you can establish the para structure. Like you can in Evernote you have folders, in Recall you have tags, and you can have the para structure within your tags. Okay, great. Now my para structure looks great. I'm very happy with this. The quick capture through the mobile app of Recall is also very fast. And I think Recall is really focusing on only the note-taking features. And I'm really glad that they're sticking with those and making those really, really great instead of muddying it with trying to be the full all-encompassing productivity app. So overall, I think for me, this has been a success in replacing Evernote.
Then Joey, who was in charge of our operations. He wants to make content for himself.
My focus workflow question was, can Recall help me create better content? And also, deeper question, can it help me start creating content again? I was pretty familiar with the Readwise browser extension, and I've been using that pretty heavily, but I hadn't really been doing anything with the stuff I saved. But with Recall, I was able to save things like YouTube videos and articles and even PDFs, and then connect them together via the chat.
This is something that I'm interested in. I saved a couple videos here. Now let's take a look at what we got. So what's this video about? It's pretty awesome. So it shows you the high points, and then, you can click on, it's got the timestamps. Okay, that's cool. It's got the transcript. Okay, that's really cool. It's going to save me some time. So we got some stuff in here now. Suggest for an outline. That's kind of sick. The AI paradox, how to use AI without losing your mind. That's kind of awesome, actually. So it's pulling out concepts and linking to them, to the sources.
One of the things that I uploaded was a voice document of kind of the way that I write and the way that I talk. And it was able to write the piece like me. Maybe not ready to post, copy, paste, post, but a finished AI written draft that just needs me to make a run through and edit it, make it sound a bit more human, a bit more like me, and then post. Rather than doing what I was doing before with Obsidian and basically sitting there at a blank screen, not knowing what to write. I tried asking Claude for article or video ideas, and I asked Recall the same thing because I basically did that side by side.
Okay, so based on the titles alone, I'm liking Recalls better. Whereas Claude it's pulling out ideas, but they just don't seem to be packaged quite right yet. But they're a lot better from Recall. So if I had to pick one or the other, I would choose Recall.
Same model both times. The one difference was that Recall had read everything he'd saved. That's the whole idea. Your own knowledge is the fuel for all this. Next, we have Olesya. She runs research for our YouTube channel, and her setup is more or less a pile of browser tabs, a ghost YouTube account, and a few different AI tools that don't really talk to each other. Her question was simple. Could one tool do the research and hand her something that she can use?
Although it took some time to get used to it. Oh my god. I still don't understand how I added to my vault. So did I add it? I'm always not sure. Is it added? Okay, no. But generally I'm like super happy because I realized that the before Recall my workflow was kind of scattered, and with Recall this changed. So now I know that all this is saved and it's accessible, and what's most important, it's visual, and that's what I'm missing sometimes in Notion, for example. I came to the conclusion that in terms of research, Recall is not just a thought partner, but like Claude, for example, but it's a co-pilot. So it allows me to create a knowledge base and then to brainstorm and then to create a research brief for Tiago. Alrighty, and here we go. The cringe show begins. Just go to the video and click the web clipper. Click here, tuck, and automatically it appears in my knowledge base. That's good. Look at this. It already applied the correct tag. Wow, bravo, just reading my mind. Good, now I'm opening the chat and I want to do something like, let's see how this will work. Connectors create an illusion of authority. That's the kind of information Tiago can really riff on and get inspired. Just wanted to show you that this was helpful and gave me a few ideas. And look at those ideas. This proves that Tiago can really riff on this. So that gets him inspired and sparks some ideas. And that's exactly what I want. In this session, I want to show you the Recall's quiz feature. So the quiz is based on all the materials of AI Second Brain course that Tiago created. And I also sent it to my colleagues to challenge them to see how well they will pass it. Give it to me, Recall. Test my knowledge. Wow, this quiz is really like makes my brain boil.
You can like tell in the video clip, I'm like, oh, like, hey, we're gonna do the quiz that Olesya made for us, and then I get the first one wrong. I'm like, oh god, here we go. This is embarrassing.
Thankfully, despite my fumble at the start, we were able to get 90% on this. So it was a cool quiz. Yeah, I think it's a really cool feature. I'm excited to use it. I learned really well from quizzes. So
Awesome. Oh, Joey was quicker than me. Damn it.
8 out of 10. But that was a hard level, I must say.
I only got 5 out of 10 correct. I am struggling. Oh my gosh, this is not good.
Last is Jen, our community manager. She's written on Substack for 6 years. Her question is not about saving time.
So my question was, can Recall help me stop losing my own public-facing ideas on my Substack? What motivates me to keep writing every week is that I have this fear of forgetting things, like my grandma, who I witnessed forgetting me. I mainly consume a lot from Substack, so I'm really excited about importing my Substack export into Recall. I could just go and bulk import a bunch of like my whole entire writing portfolio from Substack, and with over 300 pieces. Ooh, yeah. Wow. Shoot for good enough and grant yourself forgiveness. I forgot I ever even wrote that. have fun and try out new things. I love that. That's a great reminder. Here we are using recall, so we're trying out new things again. And I clipped some of Paul Graham's articles, and I was referencing his on like following what you love, and I wanted to quote him in my Substack. And the chat feature on Recall kept thinking I was Paul Graham, and I'm like, no, I'm not Paul Graham. I found Recall really useful if I wanted to gather context really quickly of other writers I admire and wanted to go deeper maybe on a sentence or something they wrote about, and it was really useful in the beginning stages of writing for me. I liked adding footnotes, and I'm going to continue to use Recall to add more footnotes to my writing, and it feels like my writing's more credible in that way. And a reader came back to me actually right after I shared and said, your writing seems more well thought through this time around, and it definitely was. So that was really useful.
And there was one gap every single one of them hit. The same one that Jen saw in week 1, and the one Joey worked around with that voice doc. Recall knows your content, but it didn't yet know you. No persistent memory of you between chats.
It didn't even know my name. I was like shocked. That's funny. Yeah, it doesn't know my name. That is funny. So that makes me wonder, like, is it possible in Recall to set something like personal preferences where I can tell it what my name is and what my basic role is?
And you know what? By the time we finished shooting this, they had shipped it.
I'm trying to come back to the question, like, so who is Recall really for? And I guess it's really good for people who don't necessarily want a separate LLM and a separate AI, like Claude, and then having to sort of like somehow connect that to your note-taking app so it can work with your notes and so on, but who just want maybe like just one easy integrated system of AI and note-taking together and having that in one place. I think for those, I think Recall is great.
There's one thing I want to be clear about. Everything you just saw, we ran on Recall's top tier plan. Recall is not a free tool, though there's a free tier that you can try, and paid plans are available from there. So, can Recall replace your other AI tools? For my team, the real answer was that it depends on the job. The only way to know if it works is to put your own knowledge in it. There's a 30% discount in the description. Try it today on a real project.